Now, I'm going to invite Jenny to join us. Jenny Jones is an accountant, but she's also a confidence and happiness coach. Believe it or not, Jenny was on Britain's Got Talent a few years ago, and I'll let her tell us a little bit more about that. She's written 3 books, 2 children's books and 1 adult book. And she's going to be sharing with us and just really brightening up our day and inspiring us. So please welcome Jenny. If you can again put in the comment box, welcome Jenny.
Hello.
Welcome. I love the hat. I love the hat. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you too?
I'm very well. Thank you. I've been so excited about today. You're not going to believe it. I've been really excited. So really great to have you, Jenny. I've told our viewers briefly about yourself, but I'd like you to tell us a little bit more about yourself, if you don't mind.
Okay. Well, a bit about myself. I mean, I grew up in Sierra Leone in West Africa, and then came to England when I was 15. So I spent most of my life in England, first of all in North London, then in South London, and now in Kent. So yes, and I studied accountancy all my years. So accountancy is my background. And I've got 2 lovely grown-up sons as well that keep me going. And I love doing things to make people feel good. I think when I was young, they used to call me Sunshine. So I've grown up with Sunshine. So sometimes people look at me and they think, how can you be doing accountancy and how can you be a happy person? Well, yeah. Why not? Why not?
I know. I wondered the same thing, because figures and happiness are not 2 things I ever thought I could put together. Believe me, you're talking to somebody who didn't do maths and GCSE. So figures and happiness, for me, they don't go together. So that's why I'm really happy to meet you and to know you and to know that actually figures and happiness can go together. So that's really awesome. So Jenny, you went on Britain's Got Talent. Why on earth did you decide to do that? You see, because I'm sure there are lots of people who perhaps it's occurred to them, they watch you on TV and they think, I could go on Britain's Got Talent, but they've never done it. So number one, I want you to tell us what inspired you to do it, why you wanted to do it, and how you were able to actually, why you wanted to do it, and how you managed to really inspire yourself to do it, to stand in that queue. I'm sure the queues would have been long. Just tell us how you managed to get that done.
I think with Britain's Got Talent, it was one of those things that a friend of mine, he'd been on, well, he's not really a good friend, but he'd been on Britain's Got Talent and he was watching my post. And he said to me, Jenny, I think you should go on Britain's Got Talent. I was like, really? He said, I bet you £50 you wouldn't do it. I thought, you know what? I need that £50. I'll go on Britain's Got Talent. So the whole idea was like, okay, fill in the form, send it off. And then I said to him, guess what? I've got to go to London Excel for the first audition. He goes, oh no, what are you going to do? I said, don't worry, I've got it all planned. So I mean, in Excel, there was loads of people. So I went through the first stage, and then I went to the second stage. I said, guess what? I've got to go to Cardiff to do the live thing in front of all the judges. He goes, oh my God, what are you doing? So I said, I can't tell you because it's a secret. And when I went into Cardiff, that audition, even though I'm a confident person, it was the most unconfident thing I've ever done. So there was I was the last one to be auditioned, and 6 people in front of me, they had said no to.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, this is really late. I'm the last person. I now need to go on stage. Now, as I was getting on stage, I could see Simon Cowell, and I was really getting all scared. And I remember Anton Deck saying to me, Jenny, you're the confident queen. You gotta do. I was so scared. I said, that guy's looking at me. But I went on stage and I saw Simon again give me that. Oh, I was dressed like this. I put on the other glasses on with my glasses like this. And he went, oh my word. And he goes, well, what are you going to do? So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna sing a song. So I was going, Confident queen, that's who I am. Listen to me, listen to me. Everybody listen to me. Feel confident. Every day, just feel confident. When I wake up in the morning, feel confident. If Simon says no, feel confident, feel confident. So it was so funny. Then he said to me, okay, have you got another song? I was like, oh my gosh. I remembered one of the judges had a baby. I was going, congratulations and jubilations. He goes, all right, have you got another song? I thought, this guy, he's just got a, yeah. So I remembered I used to sing this song. So I just went, if you're happy and you know it, and everybody started singing it. But the magic happened when they started to vote. So all the judges said yes, and Simon was giving me that look. But the audience, the Welsh people, I love you, Welsh people, they kept saying, Jenny, Jenny, Jenny. And Simon goes, I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say yes as well. And everyone clapped. But the best comment Stephen Mulholland said, he said, Jenny was so bad, she was good. I was like, result. I own that comment.
Well, you certainly stood out. You know, when I saw the YouTube video, I thought, I do remember seeing this. I never thought for once I would be sitting somewhere with you, but I do remember seeing it. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I think sometimes we just need to relax and just allow ourselves to be ourselves, because I guarantee you there are lots of other people who came on that show or audition who, in quotes, were more talented but easily forgettable, but not our confident queen. You certainly stood out. So I think, yeah, but just tell us a little bit about the mindset, because it takes a certain kind of mindset to be able to do that.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I'm coming from the point that when I went to Britain's Got Talent, I had gone through over a relationship where I was on my own. I had lost my self-esteem and confidence, and I was raising two kids. So at a time, my whole self-esteem and confidence was so low because I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. So that's where I was coming from. But when I healed myself, I got a lot of help, trained to be a life coach. I thought to myself, you know what? Just because one person was putting me down doesn't mean other people would. That's why I created this persona, Confident Queen, because going on Britain's Got Talent, it was like, you got to stand up who you are. Some people are going to laugh at you. Some people are going to say it's stupid, but believe what you are, believe what you want to do. And my mission on going on Britain's Got Talent was, you know what? I am not the most talented in their place, but I want to bring hope to people to say, no matter how down you are, you got to rise up, put on your lovely crown, and be confident in who you are.
And you wear that crown so beautifully. You wear that crown so beautifully. No, but that you're absolutely right, Jenny. You're absolutely right. Somebody put it like this. He said, the fact that people try to devalue you does not mean you're not valuable. So we will always have people that will try to devalue us. We only give them as much, or rather, they only have as much power over us as we give them.
Yes.
And you're absolutely right. So the fact that somebody thinks you're rubbish, the only power they're going to have over you is if you accept that you're rubbish and start to act like you're rubbish. So people might try to devalue you, but they don't determine your value. They don't.
Very cool. I love that. Yes, that's very true.
That's true. But that's awesome. That's awesome. You know what? The reason why we bring these guests on the show is to show you ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And that's the truth. Jenny is an ordinary person doing extraordinary things. And we just want to inspire you. We want to encourage you to live your life to the full. Tell your own story. There is a story that you alone can tell. We want you to tell that story. That's the whole idea behind Let's Get Future Fit. So Jenny, give us some tips. Okay, I love the confidence coach. I love the happiness coach. And we're going to come back to that person in a minute. But let's just take a little detour and talk about the accounting. So at the moment, obviously, there are lots of people who might be concerned about their finances, where they are right now. So do you have any maybe tips, any thoughts that you might want to share with our viewers? Just simple things that can help us just to keep those figures in check.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're all going through that stage because even myself, teaching accounting and all that, I'm in the stage that absolutely there's no work coming in till the end of June. There's no paid work. So
Mm.
the first thing I had to do, which I advise people to do, is to go through your bank statement. Have a look at your bank statement, all those direct debits, that standing orders, everything that you're paying for on a regular basis. Go through each one of them. Do you really need those? Do you really need those? If you don't need it, it's time to cancel those ones. And also, now that we're at home, it means that we're not spending a lot in traveling. The other day, I was thinking, I haven't used my car for a while. So there's money saved that way. So the other thing you could do is look in your house before you go shopping for extra stuff. Eat what's in the fridge. I say to my kids, let's eat the fridge and the freezer dry. Then, because it's amazing when you go through your cupboard like I did the other day, you think, oh my goodness, I've got things dated how many years old?
Oh,
So
wow.
go through your cupboards, yes, get all the old stuff out. Try and eat everything that's there. And obviously, you're not going out now to do all the extra shopping, etc. So you're saving money. And also, is for us who are self-employed, not having money coming in regular, just say to yourself, is there other things that I can claim for? For example, you might think it's embarrassing to claim for universal credit, but I'm like, I've worked all these years, so see if there's any benefits you can get, because even getting benefits, just say to yourself, it is a temporary measure
Mm.
because I know things are going to get better. There's a lot of benefits around, there's a lot of help going around. People
Right.
are out there like, I help to deliver lunches to people who can't afford lunches. So lunches is there. So even with the kids as well, there are organizations who can help us, like buying materials for the kids to keep busy as well. So the whole idea is to look at what you have been spending money on
Mm.
and try and cut down, and don't do online shopping, please. I'm begging you. The other day, I wanted to do it. I went in, I was looking at Amazon. I was like, oh, I want this, I want that. And I was like, no, no, no. Is it necessary? Because sometimes when you're sitting at home, it's easy to go online and say, oh, I'm going to buy this and buy that. But you don't need any of that. What you need now is your family. If you're on your own yourself, sort yourself out and try not to spend. Don't spend if it's not necessary. That's the bottom line.
But
Do
yeah,
not spend.
yeah. So
Yes.
go lean,
Go
basically.
lean, go lean.
It's
Yes, go lean.
reasonable. It's reasonable. I think, like you said, we all do it. If Fremlin Walk was open right now, I bet you it would be packed with people going. But they haven't been in 7 weeks, and they haven't died. You know, they still have clothes to wear. They still have, you know. So
Yes.
I think that's good advice. But also, I think it's just important that we take this time to just reassess how we've been living our lives, so that this idea of going lean and being prudent and just going with what we need, not necessarily just being wasteful, let it be a practice we develop now that we can actually carry into our future, whatever that future is going to look like. Because
Mhm.
I quite think that, especially in the West, we can be quite wasteful. So I think that's really, really good advice to just assess. Some people don't know what's passing through their bank accounts every month.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yes.
that's something that
Mhm.
I personally do. I get my bank statement and I go through, and you'll be amazed. Some transactions you don't recognize. It happened the other day. There were two
Yeah,
transactions in my bank account. I didn't recognize them. I called my
yeah.
bank and said, "What's this?" Gave them the references. They gave me the companies who took the money. I called them and said, "What's this about?" And at the end of the day, those two payments should never have gone out of my account. But
Yes,
if I never
yes.
went through my bank statements, I would never have
Mhm.
noticed. So I think just little things like that are quite important
I
to.
mean, that's quite important. And also for those of us who are in business, one of the things you could be doing now, which somebody told me, is sort out your paperwork, all those receipts and everything. Some people put it in a bag and give it to the accountant. No, it's time to sit down, file all your receipts in a lovely order so you're on top of your bookkeeping, so that when the business starts again in October, all your bookkeeping is all there, because a lot of self-employed people I've come across, some of them just leave it to the last minute.
Yeah,
Do your stuff so you can do your self-assessment as well. Get everything sorted out.
and make Jenny's life easy when she comes to do your account. No, absolutely. No, that's really, really great advice. That's really great advice. Now, I wanted to, okay, I'll leave that to the end, Jenny. I'm going to ask you to do a little exercise with us before we finish today
Okay.
to get us all happy. Anybody who may be feeling down, get ready. Jenny is going to get us all happy before we leave today. But before we do that, I have, you wrote, yeah, that was a question I wanted to ask you about your books. So
Mhm.
you've written 2 children's books and 1
Yes.
adult book. So what are the children's books about?
Well, the children's book is called I Can. That's the series called I Can.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes. So the whole idea is like I created a persona, confident queen myself. First of all, because I didn't see many Black characters in books, I want some of the Black kids to understand that there is a character called Confident Queen who looks like them, and to teach other kids as well. So the I Can series is how Confident Queen teaches children to be confident. The first one was I can still blow a balloon. It was my son. When he was 5, he couldn't blow a balloon. And it was how Confident Queen helped him to blow a balloon. The second one was a boy he loved playing football. He was in a car accident and his leg had to be amputated. So this boy felt sad because he couldn't play with his friends. So again, Confidence Queen was there helping this boy to say, yes, you can play football with your friends again. So he went through a journey to do that. The adult one is called Crown of Smiles. And that's really needed, especially in this time. Crown of Smiles is really a practical book I wrote. When there was a period when I was really depressed for 5 years, I was locked in this depression and sadness. When I overcame it, I thought, Crown of Smile is saying to me, put down your crown of sadness for this crown of smiles. And it's got various tips and techniques, things that I do, practical things that I do every day to make me feel good, make me feel I can smile, and make me feel I can share with others. So it's all about helping people to be happy and have a reason to smile each day.
Where are those books? Are they on Amazon?
Well, the books, I'm sold out. So what you'd have to do, I've got Kindle version of the books as well, the adult book. So that one is available, but the hard copies is all sold out at the moment. Yes.
Okay, guys, we're going to put details for you to follow Jenny on the in the comment box, so you know how to get in touch with her. I mean, you have an awesome message. I think confidence is one thing, and it's not just children. I think even with adults,
Yes.
there are lots of adults that are not confident in themselves. And I think the reason why it's so such a problem now is because of the internet. Obviously, we have more people that we're comparing ourselves with. But what we
Yes.
need to realize is that we're all individuals. We all have a life. We all have a purpose. And all we need to do is be the best we that we can be. I mean, as a coach, I'm a coach and I'm a trainer. And when I started to really get into the personal development space, like yourself, I've always been a very confident person, but I did struggle. I did feel like, oh, I'm out of my depths here. There's so many people that are so much better, so much faster, so much bigger than me, because I'm just starting in this space. But I had to just talk to myself and say, listen, you have a voice, you have a unique voice that other people might want to listen to, that they might not want to listen to this person that you're thinking is bigger, faster, better than you. You have your unique voice, you have your unique message, you have your unique story. And Let's Get Future Fit is about instilling that in you to understand that you have a purpose and you can live your story. You can write your story. We can all live our stories. Let's stop comparing. Let's stop competing. Let's start creating the lives that we were designed to create. We all have our own lives to live. That's why I love your message. We all just need to be who we were created to be. So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I always ask all my guests, and then you're going to do some of those techniques with us so we can all leave this show really, really happy. So,
all right.
What's your passion? What's your passion?
My passion, seriously, is happiness. My passion is happiness. I really research on happiness. Anything to do with happiness, I just love to research happiness. Why are people happy? Why are people sad? So happiness and laughter especially. I would say laughter is a passion.
That is a good passion. That is a very good passion. Biggest lesson you've learned to date?
My best lesson is that do not let the negative words of somebody drag you down. For me, my mom always said to me, always be the best version of yourself. Do not let somebody else's words drag you down, because that's what I did for a while, and that wasn't a nice place to be. So do not let people's words drag you down.
Words are so powerful, aren't they? So
Yes, they
powerful.
are. They're very powerful.
Yeah. Most difficult thing you've ever done?
For me, the most difficult thing was when I got divorced. It was like I was in a black hole,
Mm.
because soon after that, I was made redundant. The house was going to be repossessed. I had a lot of debt, and I just didn't know what to do. It was a very, very dark period. So it was difficult because I thought, here I am with two toddlers. What do I do? It
Mm.
was such a difficult time. But now I look back and I think, wow, despite those difficulties, I overcame it. And I feel really happy I overcame it, because when I look at other people, there's a lot of people who go through those things and they don't come out strong. I came out strong for a reason, and the reason is to be an instrument or a help to other people who might find it a bit challenging.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Because everything you've gone through, Jenny, is made you who you are today. And before you
Mm,
came on, I was sharing my 5 future fit tips with the audience. And the first thing I said is, if you're going to change your life, you have to take 100% responsibility for your life. And that was what
yes,
you did. Like you said, there
yeah,
are lots of people who go through similar situations, but their end result, the outcome for them is different. So it's
yeah,
not a question of what happens to us. It's not a question of what people do to us. It's a question of what we choose to do. Somebody said success in life is not about getting a good hand, it's about playing the hands that you're given well. So
yes,
sometimes we
yeah.
get a good hand, sometimes we don't get a good hand. It's about playing the hands that you've been given well. And you've done that. You've done that. Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Most
Yes.
embarrassing moment.
Most embarrassing, when I was young, I think I was about 19. I used to be in an African dance group. So we were dancing. I was doing one of these dances and my costume came off. And
I can't imagine how rigorous some of those dances are. So I totally relate.
it was so embarrassing, and the audience were laughing. I went like this and I ran out.
Oh,
It was so embarrassing. Even now
oh.
when I think about it, I'm like, oh my God.
But you know, the good thing, Jenny, is thank God those days we did not have smartphones, or it would have been
Oh my gosh.
it would have been all over the internet.
Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Okay.
Oh my
Whose mind would you want to get in? Whose mind would you most want to get into, and why?
Right now, I think my children's mind.
Are you sure? Are you bold enough to go in there?
I'm telling you, am I bold enough? Sometimes I think, what are they actually doing? What are they thinking?
What are
Sometimes
they thinking?
I wish I could have a little camera where I got into their mind and just sort of, what's going on? What's going on with you guys? Seriously, I need to be, sometimes as parents, we need that. What's going on in your mind secretly? What's going on? Why are you doing that? That kind of stuff.
I
Yeah, my
know, I
children
know what
mind
you
for
mean. I know
sure.
what you mean. Okay, so what is success to you?
Me, success to me is what I'm experiencing now. To me, success is the life that you lead. Success to me is not having a lot of money in the bank. I feel I'm a success right now because I feel my life is fulfilled. I'm content. I feel success because my children are doing well. I feel success because not of material things. It's just that success to me is about being content. I'm in a contented place right now, and I know what I want to do now and how I'm going to do it. So to me, that is what success is.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Final question. Who is your role model, if you have any, and why?
Yeah. Oh, do you know, today we were discussing that with my son. He said, so who is your role model? I said, oh, there's so many of it, so many of my role models. I mean, my number one role model, is my mom. My mom is my role model, my number one role model. Because when she came to England, she said to me, there was one time I used to sell like empty bottles they used to sell. And she said, oh, I used to clean and everything else. But my mom ended up being the secretary of the Commonwealth Office. And
Wow.
she used to travel around internationally. She's met the Queen, she's done this, she's done that. So when I look at her, she said, those days they used to say, you're not allowed here because you're this, you're that. She said she overcame it from selling empty milk bottles to
Wow.
sitting with prime ministers in the Commonwealth. When I look at her, I said, Mom, wow, you went through all that, but look at you. She's now 82 and she's so strong. Sometimes she makes me feel I'm old because she's 82. She's so strong, up and down, doing all sorts. And I'm like, Mom, you've got it. So it's my mom.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. I love that. I love that. Guys, if you haven't already shared this video, I'm going to encourage you to do it now. If you don't mind, do it now, do it now, do it now. Okay, Jenny, I'm going to ask you to share with us some tips that we can do, some techniques, just some things that we can do to just keep that happiness, positivity injection in our bloodstream.
Well, it's this word smile. So the first one to keep you going is to start your day with gratitude and a plan. So wake up every day and say, wake up, I feel happy, boom, boom. So you're grateful.
Wake up, I feel
happy, boom, boom. See, there you go. The next one is M. Motivate yourself to get up, get dressed, and make the most of the day. So you get up, you get dressed, and you're going, feel confident, every day I feel confident. Can I see you doing that now? Imagine you in the mirror going, man,
feel confident every
day I feel confident. You see, here you go. Inspire someone and give them hope. So it could be your kids or whatever. Just give them hope that tomorrow is going to be a better day. And L is look on the bright side of life because things will get better. And E is engage and connect with friends and family. And you could do that by saying to your friends, let's sing the song, wake up and feel happy, boom, boom, wake up and feel happy, boom, boom, I feel like dancing around, boom, boom. Then every morning you get yourself excited, you look in the mirror and you go, when I wake up in the morning, I feel confident. When I look in the mirror, I feel confident. When I go to work, I feel confident. When I wake up in the morning, you say feel confident. When I look in the mirror,
feel confident.
When I go to work,
feel confident.
When I eat my breakfast,
I feel confident.
Yeah, they go, feel confident, feel confident. Oh, she put on the glasses. Feel confident, feel confident. Every day I feel confident. Yeah, you see, by the time you sing that song, I mean, I go to schools and I get the kids to sing the song. So can you imagine the kids, they start singing it, feel confident. When I do my schoolwork, I feel confident. When I'm in my bedroom, I feel confident. So from an early age, you start singing the confident song. You're 3, you're 4, you're 5, you're 50, you're 70. Oh, feel confident. Feel confident. I love my life. I feel confident.
Awesome. You know what, guys? You need to sing that song, you know, in the shower tomorrow morning. When you're in the shower, just sing it. It doesn't have to be in key, it doesn't have to be in the right tone. Just sing it. I feel confident. Feel confident every day. I feel confident. Just sing it. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jenny, for joining us today. It's been a blast. I knew it was going to be a blast. Thank you so much. Any final thoughts you want to leave with our audience before we go?
Seriously, people, I know what's going on right now. I just want you to know, have hope, keep faith alive, because things will get better. And take care of yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you. Very well said. Very well said. Guys, we've come to the end of another Let's Get Future Fit. Next week is the fifth one. So this was supposed to be a 5-week series, but I'm having so much fun. I think I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue until when I decide to stop. So, but next week is our fifth one. We've got a really special guy, James Dang. He does something really, really, really unique. So I want to encourage you to join us same time, 2 p.m. GMT. Tell all your friends about it. Tell all your neighbors. Tell everybody to come on. But I really appreciate you joining in today. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless. See you next time. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's continue. Feel confident.